Yeah. Hey, Orly, I wish we had more time. I want to get to one other question, though, which is, as of right now, what is, and this should be just a one or two word answer, depending on what it is, what country do you believe Barack Obama to have been born in?
First of all, it's less important than the fact whether he is eligible based on the fact that, A, he was a British citizen at birth. His father was never a U.S. citizen. And B, because based on what we are seeing, when he immigrated to Indonesia with his family, he obtained Indonesian citizenship, and at that time, right, Indonesia did not use dual citizenship, so he lost his U.S. citizenship, he gained Indonesian.
But so where do you think he was born, though? I understand that there's a separate question, but my question is, where was he born?
Based on evidence, my thinking is not important. What is the evidence that we have in front of us?
Yeah.
First of all, we have a recorded transcript from March 25th session of the Assembly of the Republic of Kenya, where the Minister of Lands, James Orenga, stated that Obama was born in Kenya. In his speech, he states...
and do you believe that? So is Kenya... I mean, I understand that we could go through hours of evidence, but because I just want to know, in your opinion as a lawyer, based on the evidence, where do you think he was born?
Well, based on what the high-ranking minister of the Republic of Kenya is stating, he was, based on that statement, he was born in Kenya.
And you concur with that?
Well, that's one thing. Another thing that is of concern is the fact that he does not have a valid Social Security number of his own.
No, I know. He has 12 different numbers, but that's a separate thing. My question was just your opinion as a lawyer. Where do you believe he was born? And Kenya is the answer, is it not?
Based on this is the evidence that I have in front of me.
Okay, that's what I'm going at.
Yeah, and as a lawyer, what I would like to do is to get discovery from either Judge Royce Lambert, who is supposed to make a decision on my motion, 60B motion,
right,
or Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals or Supreme Court. We have 3 cases. And what I want is discovery,
I understand.
And we'll go from there.
We're completely out of time. I think we got the answer of Kenya. I appreciate the phone call, and hopefully we were able to shed some light on some of the different components going on here. We will follow up with you soon, and we will explore the Kenya connection. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Okay, and Louis, before we break, let me just mention, over the weekend, we also interviewed Shirley Phelps-Roper, just to tie it all together, if you know what I mean. We interviewed Shirley Phelps-Roper about the 9/11 Quran burning that the Westboro Baptist Church would be doing. The full interview is on YouTube and on our members' podcast. Let me just play a couple of minutes for you here before we break. Shirley Phelps-Roper from the Westboro Baptist Church is on the phone with us. Shirley has been a guest on the show before. Shirley, what's going on? It turns out we're not sure if Terry Jones is or isn't going to burn Qurans on 9/11, which is tomorrow, but now you're saying your church will do it either way?
Yes, we're going to do it. We've already got a plan at noon tomorrow, and not just a Quran, but an American flag. Terry Jones is an apologist, and he needs to just put it away and call it good, because from the outset, there was no question that the outcome of his plans would be that he's not going to do anything that goes against the mob and dooms America, because he has no root within himself. He has no staying power. He doesn't serve God. He serves himself and his idols.
But now, hold on a second. We had
going to be able to stand up against the mob.
We had Terry Jones on the show a few weeks ago when he was definitely going to be doing the Quran burning. He said, I would think you'd like him because he doesn't like homosexuals. He doesn't like Jews. He said Jews are going to hell, which is something you've told me before. It sounds like Westboro and Terry Jones are on the same page in a sense.
Oh, we are so not on the same page. When we met them, first thing we learned was that the wife calls herself a preacher. Got all those women standing out there with their hair chopped off. And, worse and more, telling the people God loves everyone. Why is anyone going to hell if God loves everyone?
So now what you're saying, Shirley, is that women, if they are true, Christians, they should have long hair? Is that what you're saying?
If they're true Jews, if they're true anything.
All right, so that's just a little bit of the interview with Shirley Phelps-Roper, which Very popular on YouTube, Louis. The whole thing, youtube.com/midweekpolitics. We'll take a break. We'll be back with plenty more. Stay tuned. Midweekpolitics.com.
You've been listening to Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman.
Midweek Politics is made possible in part by the Daily Hampshire Gazette and GazetteNet.com, connecting our communities with local news and information. By the National Priorities Project and Smith College Department of Government, hosting Congresswoman Donna Edwards on Sunday, October 3rd. More information at nationalpriorities.org. By DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at difdesign.com. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.